What's going on, everybody? You got the crazy dog here. Um, I'm sorry about the quality of this video. I would be doing it on my phone, but my phone doesn't have that much storage space because I have like about 1 billion apps on there, and I like to use them. So yeah, so I'm gonna use my computer until I get a good webcam. So here we go. This is hopefully my last mock draft of the year for 2016. I'm watching the past drafts on NFL Network right now. So it gave me the idea, let me just get this baby over with, just so I don't have to worry about it anymore. Despite the fact there are rumors that San Diego might trade their pick. I hope it doesn't happen though. So here we go. Alright, so everyone really knows who's going to go number 1 and 2. It's either going to be Goff or Wentz. I firmly believe Goff will go number 1 to the Rams, and Wentz will go number 2 to the Eagles, just because, I mean, come on. Goff is an LA person. You know, he's from Cali, and he went to Cal. I mean, it's only fitting he stays in Cal and goes to LA, whereas Wentz would fit more in Philly because he's been in the cold climate before. And he would fit like a glove over in Philly. Although he wouldn't have much weapons unless, they get some receivers or something in the draft, which they'd be stupid if they didn't. So with Goff going to the Rams and the Wentz going to the Eagles, that means, really the Chargers are on the clock ultimately, because we already know who the Rams and the Eagles are going to get. So I'm gonna believe the Rams. Here I go again with the messing up. The Chargers. I believe the Chargers are gonna go after Laremy Tunsil. Call me stupid or whatever, but I think Tunsil would fit well in San Diego. They got a quarterback. Granted, their defense isn't that good, but I believe they could go Tunsil because they need to protect Rivers. I mean, Rivers has gotten hit so many times. I think he's been one of the most sacked quarterbacks in the past few years. I think. Yeah, pretty sure. Number 4. This has been like my pick for like the past 2 mock drafts. Bosa, I believe, will stay with Dallas. He just fits so well in Dallas, to be honest with you. I believe the Jacksonville Jaguars will select Jalen Ramsey, which that would be a heck of a pick if they do. Oh wow, that would just help the Jags so much right there. And yeah, I mean that secondary is going to be really good. Watch out for Jacksonville. All right, number 6, the Baltimore Ravens select DeForest Buckner out of Oregon. Again, because Baltimore's defense was trash last year. Even my Browns beat them. Josh McCown threw for like one of the highest totals of passing yards against the Ravens last year. A career high, I think. Wow. I think it was like, what? Almost 500 yards around there? 300 yards against the Ravens last year in the win. That was insane. It was like one of like 3 straight games that he hit like 300 yards or something receiving, passing. Number 7, the San Francisco 49ers select Ronnie Stanley. Now, of course, San Fran was one of the teams that was looking for a quarterback, but since the top 2 quarterbacks went in the top 2 positions, really, San Fran can either go offensive lineman, or even surprise us all and go Paxton Lynch. But I'm going to say they're going to go Ronnie Stanley, because your quarterback is nothing without his offensive line. Because, well, you need an offensive line to protect your running back, open holes for him, and your quarterback to keep him on his feet. So, who knows where that one will go. Number 8, the Browns will select Miles Jack. Yes, I know. Ezekiel Elliott's also up there, but I think we're just gonna go Miles Jack. I mean, we lost we got rid of Carlos Stansby. Not to mention Miles Jack. I mean, yeah, he'd be a pretty good pickup, even though he's got injury problems. I think he got hurt in college, so we'll see how that goes. Number 9. This pick has been here since I started these mock drafts. The Buccaneers will select Vernon Hargreaves out of Florida, corner. I mean, it's pretty much a unanimous selection on NFL Network. The mock draft thing on their mock draft page, all the analysts believe, pretty much all of them, believe Vernon will go to the Buccaneers. Number 10, the New York Football Giants will select Jack Conklin out of Michigan State. I think Jack will fit really, really good down there in New York for the Giants. They need offensive linemen because I think they have been dealing with some injuries, and Eli Manning can't stay on his feet long enough to get the ball out of his hands. He's rushing the passes. Either that or the receivers just are being lazy and not catching them. But other than that, I mean, they haven't done nothing. Number 11, the Chicago Bears will select, I think, Leonard Floyd out of Georgia because they need a lot of help on that defense. It used to be so fearsome. You used to be afraid of the defense. But nowadays, it's just, oh wow, we're facing the Bears defense. Woohoo. We're not scared. Well, we'll see about that. Number 12, the New Orleans Saints will select, I believe, Eli Apple, because their secondary was literally Swiss cheese last year. I think they were in a 50-point shootout with Atlanta or something, and they wound up losing that game. Really? I mean, your team gives up 50, and you're lucky Drew Brees scored 50. Otherwise, that would have been a blowout. Oh my God. I mean, dang. Number 13, I'm gonna say the Dolphins will select Shaq Lawson out of Clemson. And I'll say that really on the fact that they need defense because they lost Olivier Vernon. Granted, they still have a dumb Kong Su, so, you know. So, I think he'll fit really well down there in Miami. Alright, number 14, the Oakland Raiders. I think they're going to select Ezekiel Elliott. Yeah, I said it. They're going to select Zeke. I hope the Browns get Zeke because if we do, he'd be, oh my God, he would be, oh my God. He'd be a beast for Cleveland. He would take all the pressure off that offensive line, but hey, Oakland has a very, 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 very formidable offensive line. So Zeke would prosper there. So, all right, number 15, I almost just said it. The Tennessee Titans select Taylor Decker out of Ohio State. Yeah, I think Taylor Decker would again help out Marcus Mariota, keep him on his feet. And by the way, Cleveland, the Indians are beating the Detroit Tigers 6-0. Just saying. Yeah, Taylor Decker would really help out over there in Tennessee, keeping Mariota on his feet. After all, he kept J.T. Barrett on his feet. And as you can see, I am wearing my my All-State Sugar Bowl champion Ohio State shirt. Just because. I believe at 16, I think the Detroit Lions will go Jack Conklin out of Michigan State. Again, they need some help because Matthew Stafford's been horrible in terms of like getting the ball off. Not to mention, he lost his best receiver. Calvin Johnson's gone, so he may need a little bit more time to get that ball to the other receivers. Because with Calvin Johnson, he roasts all these corners. He doesn't need all that time because he literally counts like what 4 or 5, if that, and Johnson's open. Whereas this, now he's got to wait, or he's got to be more patient now. And these defenses are going to come after him now. I don't know what I'm just saying that for. I'm blabbering. Okay, number 17, the Atlanta Falcons will select Darren Lee. I think Darren Lee would be a gem over there in Atlanta. They need defensive help. Darren Lee would provide that for that defense. And it's pretty bad when you start out the year with, undefeated, and you lose like 5 of your last 6 or 6 of your last 7 games. Like, really? You go from being possibly the NFC South champion to barely making 500. Really? That's just sad. And Atlanta needs to get their act together. So, number 18, the Indianapolis Colts select Noah Spence out of Eastern Kentucky. Formerly Ohio. He went to Ohio State, but got caught, I think, with drugs or something or whatever. And then he was cut. Now he's playing for. He played for Eastern Kentucky. He's a beast, though. That's one thing. He is a beast. So I think he would really help out down there in Indy. Number 19, the Buffalo Bills will select Robert Kimdichie. I know one thing. Rex Ryan will get Robert Kimdichie's mind right. That's for sure. Kimdichie, I know, has had some off-field issues. So, 7-0 now, Cleveland. Dang. Just an update on the Indians game, if you're an Indians fan. All right, so again, there you go. Rex and Rob Ryan will really help Robert Kimdichie excel in Buffalo. At number 20, the New York Jets, Jets. They're going to select Paxton Lynch. I know it's very, very risky here, but I think they can go Paxton. And I'm saying Paxton Lynch because, well, they don't have crap for a quarterback. I mean, right now they have Geno Smith and Bryce Petty, I think, at the moment. Ryan Fitzpatrick's still an uncertainty. And drafting Paxton Lynch will definitely, maybe that'll encourage Ryan Fitzpatrick to sign or leave. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen over there? I'm sure Jets Central will fill you all in on any updates he has about Ryan, but who knows what's going to happen down there in New York or New Jersey. At number 21, the Washington Redskins will select Jaron Reed, a D tackle out of Alabama. Now, if you've been living under a rock for the past 18 or so hours, you probably have not heard about Josh Norman going to Washington. So what do you do when you have a good corner? Well, you get a defensive tackle, of course, because you want to rush the quarterback. Because now Norman will probably be matched up against Des Bryant, Odell Beckham, and whoever the heck the Eagles have at receiver, Jordan Matthews or whoever. I think the Eagles are the only team in the NFC East to not have a stud receiver. That's sad. Alright, so at number 22, the Houston Texans will select Will Fuller out of Notre Dame. And Brock Osweiler and Will Fuller. Imagine that. That would be one heck of a duo. Not to mention, DeAndre Hopkins and Will Fuller. Oh, that's a nice duo right there. Give Brock another tall receiver to throw to. At number 23, the Minnesota Vikings will select Laquan Treadwell. I've probably stated this a few times that Laquan Treadwell is indeed like the guy I really want for the Browns because we don't have crap for a receiver. And, I mean, we have receivers, but our best receiver is a pothead who doesn't know how to control himself around drugs, so we can't rely on him. So we got to draft a receiver. Whether it would be Laquan Treadwell, Josh Doxson, Corey Coleman, or Michael Thomas, or heck, even Will Fuller. I don't know. But Laquan would really work well down there in Mississippi. In Minnesota. Number 24, the Cincinnati Bengals will select Corey Coleman. I think Corey Coleman will fit down there like a glove. AJ Green, not to mention the Bengals lost two of their best receivers, really. Marvin Jones gone, Mohamed Sanu's gone. All you got left is AJ Green. So they're going to need at least one or two receivers to fill in those holes. And Corey Coleman can fill in the hole left by Marvin Jones. They still may need one more. I don't know. We'll see. Number 25, the Steelers will select Artie Burns out of Miami. He is a corner. Again, they need cornerbacks. I think they released one not too long ago. So, got to fill his position. At number 26, the Seattle Seahawks will select Chris Jones, a D tackle out of Mississippi State. I mean, heck, why not? Why not, bolster that D line? I mean, that D line was good last year. I know the Seahawks are trying to make that line better, even better than it was last year. So, 27, the Green Bay Packers will select Andrew Billings, the nose tackle out of Baylor, because I think Raji retired, if I'm not mistaken. So they need someone to. Well, I don't know if Raji played offensive defense. I'm confused about that. I forgot if he played offensive defense. I'm so stupid. But they still need someone to bolster that D line, that nose tackle position. Number 28, the Kansas City Chiefs will select William Jackson III out of Houston. Again, because they lost Sean Smith to Oakland, they need to fill that position. Ooh. So, I think the Chiefs will go after William Jackson. And I think William Jackson will perform amazingly down there. Alright, so number 29, the Arizona Cardinals will select Mackenzie Alexander out of Clemson, cornerback. Again, another corner, because Tyrann Mathieu got hurt last year. Patrick Peterson is still amazing. But anyway, add another one. Mackenzie Alexander. Why not? Why not? At 30, the Carolina Panthers will select Shaq Lawson. I think we'll probably go there at 30. Because, I mean, hey, their defense got eaten alive by the... well, I'm joking. They didn't get eaten alive, but they just couldn't do crap, really, against the Denver Broncos. I mean, heck, they went undefeated, but still. Oh, I think it's going to be 8-0 Cleveland now. Wow. All right, now number 31, the Denver Broncos will select LaRaven Clark, O-tackle out of Texas Tech, because they've had offensive line problems the past year or so. They've had injuries on that position for a while. Not to mention, I think Ryan Clady may be traded if he hasn't been already. So, and there you go. So, as you know, this is only 31 picks because a certain team decided to cheat. New England. Disappoint me. They always disappoint me. I hate New England. Alright, so to fill in that position, the number 32 pick, which of course is held by my Browns, first pick of the second round, I think the Browns are gonna go receiver in the second round, first pick. I think they're gonna get Michael Thomas. I think because of course Coleman and Doxson will probably be gone. I think Michael Thomas will be pretty good there. I mean, could you imagine though, Robert Griffin to throw in at Michael Thomas? All right, well,
Oh, you're right. Never mind.
all right, well, that's gonna do it now. I'm probably gonna be wrong on like 95% of these picks, but I don't care. It's fun. I just hope there's no more trades. This is getting hard to do. My computer keeps messing up, and things just always happen. Well, 20 minutes. Wow, a 20-minute video. Imagine that. I think this might be the longest video I've done because I keep getting distracted. All right, well, I'm out.